Hello Virgo, welcome in. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your monthly reading for May. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This could play out at any point in time throughout the month of May. The message may or may not be for you, so just take what resonates, leave behind the rest. Also keep in mind, this is for any major Virgo placements: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. So if the message doesn't resonate, check your other signs and placements. Also, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Don't forget to like the video, comment on the video, and share the video, especially if you resonate with the message that I'm putting out there. It lets me know you like it. It encourages me to put more content out there. But let's get into it, Virgo. I'm going to stick with the Heart's Hidden Secrets deck to get started. It's been a staple since it was gifted to me for my birthday last month. So let's see what needs to come through for you, Virgo. We get stress and realization. I want to say, get out of your head. I think you're creating turbulence in your life because of a thought process. So you're creating your own tension. You could be having an inner argument, which could lead to an external argument with somebody else. But I think stress is a factor. Stress, anxiety. It's kind of feeling like a 9 of Swords. So I don't know if you're being haunted by some pressure or some bills. Something here feels like it's piling up. And I think this is bringing in some type of an epiphany, a realization, or an awakening. So I got a Virgo out there that is likely going through some type of spiritual awakening, coming into a new understanding. And I do feel maybe this is going to lead to some turbulence. So let's get into it, Virgo. Let's see what else needs to come through for you with the Heart's Hidden Secret deck. Oh, look at that. Divine Masculine. There is a Divine Masculine coming through that I think is in a 9 of Swords energy. Maybe stressed about taking action towards a family situation. It's time. It's time. So there is like a cycle closing out. If you've been waiting for a specific timeline, the moment is now. May is the time where I feel there is a Divine Masculine getting ready to take action. 222 on the timer. What do we got here? We got a Divine Masculine coming in with a confession. So keep in mind, Virgo, these are energies in and around you. You could be this Divine Masculine. You could be connected to a Divine Masculine. There is some type of unveiling, third eye activation. The truth is coming out. Somebody's about to come clean. Get ready to receive a message, and this might entail a confession. Somebody might be coming clean, asking for forgiveness. So let's see what else needs to come through for you, Virgo. Very interesting. I am a Virgo moon, for those of you that did not know. Okay. Oh my goodness. Look at that Divine Masculine on the bottom of the deck again. We didn't get much out here. We've got a Divine Masculine, I feel, that is in separation from a counterpart, maybe even going through a separation. And so there's a space or a distance, I think, between a divine union here. And there's a Divine Masculine, I think, in a state of grief, loss, sorrow, depression. There is some type of emotional blockage. And I think because the Divine Masculine is in hot pursuit, coming in with some type of confession. There could have been a toxic third-party interference. Now, third party doesn't always have to be another person. It can be people, places, or things. A third-party toxic situation could be somebody that overworks to avoid dealing with their emotions. But there is definitely a Divine Masculine here that is focused on family. I believe going through some type of heart awakening. And I do think they have been in a state of major suppression and resistance when it comes to a divine union. And so there's a lot of reminiscing. There's a lot of memories. I think there's a bittersweet connection here that is coming back up. That I feel there is a Divine Masculine obsessed with a Divine Feminine that is on a soul-searching journey. So let's take it a little bit further here, and let's go in with the tarot. Let's see what else needs to come through, Virgo. We got a King of Wands now in reversed, and we got Divine Guidance. We've got an angry, upset masculine. So much resistance, so much. There's like a secret admirer energy here. Somebody's been secretly watching, I feel. We've got a Divine Masculine that's been keeping their eyes on somebody here. maybe watching somebody be inspirational. We could have a king dealing with a very dramatic situation in some type of commitment or union. But there is a divine masculine here, I feel, maybe with some fire in their chart. Aries, Leo, Sag. You could be Virgo with a prominent Leo or Aries or Sag in your chart. We got Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus. But the divine is saying there is a masculine here that has really been searching for meaning in his life, reminiscing, dwelling on the past, maybe overly attentive to the details. That's that Virgo energy, really nitpicky here. And I do feel there might be an angry outburst here because there's a lack of success in a certain commitment. And so there is a masculine considering an alternative approach when it comes to a family situation because the energy is fertile. So there could be a masculine going through a heart opening that is very empathically vulnerable at this time. And there is a lot of like Six of Cups energy coming through for sure, almost to the point of bordering on obsession, likely because somebody is spiraling in the dark night of the soul. There is some type of ending here, major loss, major ending. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse for me is also like a shift, a conscious shift in a belief or a pattern connected to familial life or familial legacy. So there might be the ending of a long-standing committed partnership to go towards a more rewarding, enriching family life. But I'm going to set that aside. I kind of put that where I placed it. I kind of have that sitting on the distance and the sorrow card. And so this could also be grieving what they no longer have. There's somebody here grieving and maybe losing out on a lot of financial success. That's also another message, but let's pull 9 cards and let's see what we got here. We get the Queen of Coins in reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We get the Strength in reverse. There's that Leo energy coming through Virgo, and we get the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there's something going on here, and there's a lack of honesty. I think there's somebody trying to hinder somebody's progress. Ego is definitely a block. We've got a very immature feminine energy coming through that I feel is codependent, is clinging to control due to financial stability. Somebody here that really isn't grounded, isn't stable, is in the ego. We could have somebody here that is secretly hiding a love affair. The Queen of Coins in reverse is somebody that is not loyal, that is not dedicated, lacks nurturing, right? The Queen upright, the Queen of Pentacles upright is the most mature queen. So we could have a feminine here with a little bit of earth, a little bit of fire, that it does not know how to communicate properly. Childish communication coming through. Let's keep going here. We get the Moon, and that's interesting. I am recording this for you, Virgo, the day before the Taurus new moon. And so this new moon might be bringing in an opportunity, 808 on the timer, to find your strength, to improve your life, to make plans in another direction. You're really going to want to listen to any intuitive guidance because there is an opportunity to take a leap of faith, to go in a whole new direction here. And so Aries energy comes in, and this is where we have to go through understanding self, right? Aries is self. Aries is the first sign in the zodiac. There's Archangel Metatron, I feel, encouraging somebody to have faith, to believe in themselves, to really listen to the stirrings or the inner nigglings on the heart when it comes to taking action. There could be somebody secretly planning to take action, to leave behind a Queen of Coins in reverse. But let's get all the cards out. We get the Six of Swords. There is a leaving behind of a very deceptive situation because we do have like a Five of Swords at play here. So there's some type of sabotaging behavior here. I feel a very codependent feminine energy that just wants to cling to control and win at all costs. That is really maybe holding somebody back and hindering somebody's progress, a divine masculine's progress. And there is like hidden action. There is a masculine here, I feel, facing fears, growing stronger, getting to that light at the end of the tunnel. So now we got like Archangel Michael helping somebody cut some cords, breaking them free. There is like a relocation or an unexpected travel when it comes to a separation. We get the Four of Wands. We get the Queen of Cups. And we get the Knight of Wands is the final card. The outcome, the Knight of Wands in reverse. It is time to take action now. It was time. It was maybe time a long time ago to take action. And now we get the Wheel on the bottom of the deck. And so there is a new beginning here for you, Virgo. There's a reset. I think you're ready to just embrace and do whatever is going to bring you joy. Because if you're somewhere where you're not happy and you're feeling stuck and maybe you're struggling financially, maybe you need to find the self-confidence to leave behind a very unclear, complicated situation with all kinds of communication problems. There is something here hidden. I do feel there is somebody here secretly planning to go towards another connection. We got 2 queens on the board, and one is in reverse and one is upright. And so we've got a very immature, codependent, greedy feminine energy versus a very kind, understanding, psychic, giving energy. And so there is some type of twin soul union. I do feel twin soul union. There's some type of reconciliation. There very well could be an unexpected confession. I feel a queen here that isn't going to see this even coming. And we do have a psychic here. I do feel we've got a feminine that does receive trustworthy psychic information. And things are moving. Things are moving forward. And so Virgo, there is a new beginning. If there have been challenges, delays, if there has been resistance when it comes to somebody embracing change and going towards happiness, May is bringing in a major realignment. So I think maybe the last couple of years there has been like a balancing act. And I think there's a realization coming through in May that maybe there's just no solution in sight when it comes to a problem where maybe you've tried to be objective and see all sides to the situation. Definitely could be dealing with a Sagittarius, mutable energy. There is a lot of forgiving and healing energy coming through too. So maybe you've been working, trying to figure things out. But there is a major release, I feel, of a situation where there's been a lack of balance, there's been a lack of equality, there's just no finding successful compromise, and there is an ending and a releasing of the past that is going to lead you down the path of a more enriching future. So Scorpio energy, Sagittarius energy, and so there is a change in direction, and there is a possibility for a reunion of sorts with somebody where I feel there is like a kindred connection, but there's also a need to embrace some deep inner child healing with the 6 of Cups. And there is a need to recognize that there is a better way. The 7 of Swords is saying, hey, that's great. You're going to move on from something that isn't working. But there's also a need to recognize that, hey, sometimes you don't always have all of the answers. Sometimes there is things that are hidden, and you can't just sneak away from one situation without creating closure and completion and go towards another, or the universe is going to make you go backtrack, right? And so that's how I've always looked at the ascension journey is like through the houses. And so if you skipped a step, if you skipped a lesson, you're going to go back down and you're going to have to relearn that lesson. And so there's a review going on here for sure when it comes to, are your needs being met? Is there equal giving and receiving here in a connection with the 6 of Coins? And so there's an unexpected magical shift I feel that May is bringing in for you, Virgo. But there is also a need to consciously release a long-standing burden. So there is a divine masculine here, I feel, in a state of sorrow, going through some type of ego death, a fall from grace, losing stability, losing efficiency, maybe losing it all with the 10 of Coins in reverse. But you know what? There is no greater lesson that we can learn in life than to pick ourselves up from rock bottom. So we could have a divine masculine here going through a fall from grace. And maybe because they've been working too hard, maybe because they've been working too hard and giving all of their money to somebody that is very greedy, that takes their money and you know, and does unwise things with it. Somebody that is very egotistical, that really doesn't have a lot of grace or kindness, right? And so there could be somebody that's been manipulating a masculine only for their money. And so I feel a masculine too, all done people pleasing. So I think get ready for a realignment for sure. So let's look at this leap of faith. Let's look at this reset, because this is happening right now. And I do feel release yourself from this burdensome situation, whether it's you or this masculine. I don't know who you are. You figure out who you are. But there is a masculine releasing himself from a very burdensome situation. Yes, and has a big decision to make. So there is a masculine releasing himself from a very toxic situation, maybe with a Capricorn that has been holding him back. There's a need to detox. There's a need to release any worry because you are receiving trustworthy psychic information if you are this Queen of Cups. And so I think there is also a masculine lacking self-confidence, lacking the drive to take action because they are in a lose-lose situation, in a very codependent situation. And maybe this is a situation where they've got to pay off some karmic debt. They're likely having to pay off some karmic debt connected to codependencies or past life abuses. But it feels like a masculine here is in a lose-lose situation. So tell me more about the Fool. Oh, we get the Queen of Swords. And so we could have a divine feminine here that has exposed a toxic situation. And so we do have a feminine here that does receive trustworthy information. Somebody brilliant, self-reliant, trustworthy, that receives a lot of divine insights that I feel has exposed an unhealthy situation. And so I do feel there's also this energy, Virgo, of a divine feminine that is really career focused, more career focused than focused on relationships. And I think she's all done waiting for her counterpart to get it together. And that's exactly when the script is going to get flipped. So I do feel a realignment. Blocks are being removed and there is a stable, successful, solid offer coming in. And maybe the possibility for two people to build a successful, accomplished foundation built out of love. And so that Capricorn Devil card, the Devil card, I always think of the Ten of Pentacles. We can get there. We can get there through greed, or we can get there through the heart, which is going to bring long-lasting blessings, long-lasting love and fulfillment. And so there is a harmonious relationship, a harmonious family coming together. And so there is like a moment in time to go towards the happily ever after, but there is a need to maybe heal a past misunderstanding when it comes to a separation with two kindred spirits. So I do feel two people in separation, and two twin souls that are likely here to create something wonderful for the collective. And maybe it's taken a few years to heal some of these wounds. But I feel you have everything you need to manifest magic in your life. You have all of the tools. The magician is willing to shed the old to bring in the new. But there needs to be a release of an attachment, a release of a very unhealthy situation. And this might also require an honest, open-hearted conversation, an apology, if it will lead to a new commitment within a relationship. So I do think a very dramatic situation is coming to an end. And this could have been years of introspective reflection going on here, but there is an opportunity for a committed relationship connected to a huge missed opportunity from the past. So the past is coming back and an injustice is being made right. And look at, we're right back to that original cut, that King of Wands. And so I feel a masculine working through some sacred rage when it comes to not making a wise investment, right? They didn't choose to invest in what could have been a beautiful connection of two people working together. And so I think there's a masculine that's really not seeing things clearly, that is getting a wake-up call. So let's get a closing message here. Let's get a closing message with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck. Forgiveness. There is a heart awakening happening here for sure. And so forgiveness, compassion, forgiveness. There is a masculine, I feel, in a state of deep heart pain and having to face everything that's been suppressed. So what's the closing message here? What's the closing message here? Okay, yeah, there is a divine masculine that is in a state of feeling all alone. And so the universe has a plan. There's a tower coming in. This has to be addressed. And so whatever's been suppressed, that energy is intensifying and it is being brought to the surface for meaningful long-term reconciliation here. So get ready for a new passion to be ignited, because there is a connection here where the both of you do hold unconditional love for one another and maybe even for humanity. Virgo, criticism though, that might be a block. 1911 on the timer. Virgo can be a very critical energy. I'm a Virgo moon, and self-criticism was one of my biggest lessons to overcome when it comes to my own personal limiting beliefs. And so when we show love to ourselves, it promotes healthy love with everybody that we are connected to. And so self-love is not a scam. And so watch criticism of others and criticism of self, because that is just a major reflection of what's a block to this new spark. I do feel twin flame for sure. And so there's a mirror soul reflection here, and there is a new doorway opportunity being presented, but you got to take that leap of faith, and you got to be willing to walk through the doorway of greater abundance of this new unconditional loving experience. And this might even be something that will create new adventures when it comes to work that the two of you might be doing together. So I feel you connect with this person in dream space. So pay attention to your dreams, Virgo, because I do feel dream space is where all of this life purpose energy is coming forward. So in dreams, you're being shown the greater fulfillment. And I feel right now, the energies of May are kind of just asking you, like, what are you prompted to change? I feel a major reevaluation of your life path, your life purpose, because there's an opportunity to journey towards fulfillment. And there is like a mutual soul contract or soul agreement here that needs to come together, that needs to be healed in this lifetime. So I feel that greater awareness is coming, Virgo, so get ready. And that's what I have for a message for you for May. So I really hope that helped, Virgo. I hope it resonated. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, check out that description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thanks, Virgo.